From the News Channel 5 network, this is Real Estate Real Talk with your host, Realtor Christy Wilson. Sponsored by the Wilson Group Real Estate Services.
Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Real Talk. My name is Liz Cruz and I'm filling in today for Christy Wilson. And this is Nashville's only live real estate call-in TV show where we invite you, the guest, the viewer, to call in and ask us questions. Even if your questions do not pertain to today's show, please feel free to call in. Our call-in number is 737-7587. Again, 737-7587. My name is, again, Liz Ross Cruz, and I'm here today because Christy is playing hooky. So I'm here on her behalf. Christy Wilson is the president and the managing broker for the Wilson Group, and it's one of Nashville's most experienced and knowledgeable full real estate companies. They've been in business for about 25 years. She's got 25 agents and a property management division, so they can handle all of your real estate needs. And I personally have known Christy and her family for about 20 years, and they are wonderful to deal with and a great company. Today, the show airs every Thursday. It also will re-air tonight at 9 p.m. So please, we want to invite you to come back and rewatch it. If Misty has a lot of great tips today for you and you didn't catch it all to today's show, please view it again tonight at 9 p.m. So I want to introduce you right now to Misty Gentry. She's an interior designer. She's a friend, a client, has wonderful taste and wonderful ideas. And Misty, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm an interior designer here in Nashville. Grew up in Hendersonville area and been doing interior design and home staging for, I'm not going to say how many years, but a lot of years. And I think we've always done staging, but now it just has a name. It really has a name, and it's become an industry in its own, and we see the value of it and all that. And can't say enough good things about Miss Christy Wilson and her group too, so you're in good hands.
And you're a client of hers as well.
I am, and I've helped her with her house, so it's all sort of interwoven. So I've known her for a long time. So
she's a very wonderful person. Yep. And all of her agents are very knowledgeable. I've worked with quite a few of them, and they go above and beyond in the property management division, and also when they handle real estate for selling or even listing. So it's a great group. Well, can you tell us a little bit about staging and what's happening right now in today's market, and what can somebody that's going to want to list their home, what would be the first step that you would recommend that somebody take?
Well, I think engage, if you've already engaged your realtor, listen to what your realtor says. They see properties all day, every day. That's what they do. So if they're telling you something, it's not to hurt your feelings or to disparage any collections or anything you have. It's to help them help you make the money you want to make. So listen to what they have to say. If you haven't gotten that far, talk to some friends. If you have a stylish friend, or you're trying to do it on your own, you can do some research online or engage your friends that have a good eye, and they will tell you, say, I need your help, come talk to me about this. The biggest two things that's sort of both sides of a coin is decluttering, get a lot of personal things out so that people can actually see the home and the spaces, and then the other would be to, if areas are awkward or you're not really sure where to put things, then have somebody either go purchase for that or bring in items.
We actually have our first caller.
Great.
Hold on one moment. We got Juanita. Juanita, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
What's your question for us today?
Well, I have 3 bookcases side by side. They're each 4 foot, so that makes a total of 12 foot. And I don't know what to put across the top. The ceiling is cathedral. It's a really tall area, but I don't want to put artificial flowers or plants up there because they just collect dust. What is something I could do to decorate that to make it look nice?
About how tall are these bookcases?
They're exactly 7.5 foot tall.
Okay, and about how much space do you have before the ceiling starts angling? Or
The lowest place is about 3 foot up to 11 foot.
Okay. You might think of staggering some almost sort of sculptural items. You could put some books on one side and then a taller element like a vase or something. The bottom line is you're going to have to dust it. They have those great like Swiffer things you can extend.
They're completely full of books.
Yeah, you're just talking about the top surface?
Yes, just the very top of it.
Yeah. I would just do a collection, like look around your house, and if you have 3 or 4 of the same type items, you might group those up there. Like I said, vases, or I don't know, like a sculptural element like a cross, or some books that you could stack up and put them on the side, and then some taller elements.
Also, too,
I bought some real live plants to put up there. And it's hard to get up there. You've got to drag a ladder in each time to water them. Plus, I was afraid it was going to be too heavy on the top of the bookcases.
Also, too, Juanita, I think sometimes the bookcase top, it kind of dips in a little bit, where you might have to actually build it up before you actually put your items on there. So you may want to go to Home Depot or Lowe's, and correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe get some plywood, because the lip between technically the bottom of the bookshelf, a lot of times they'll have a decorative molding, and so you want to put probably some plywood down, and then put your items on that, so it'll build it up.
Sure.
And then, are there maybe some magazines that she could go to look at to get some ideas?
That's a great point. Go to the library, go to the bookstore, the grocery store, and just do a little research. And if you've got like, I don't know, stuffed animals like, hunting heads, or, just especially if it's your home, make it something that you enjoy looking at and you enjoy seeing if you're staying there and you're just looking for some ideas. But you don't have to fill it up with silk plants or fake plants, but maybe 1 or 2 wouldn't hurt, and that solves the problem of watering.
And a lot of times too, you have items in your home already, and people just don't know how to utilize them. So you can actually call somebody such as Misty and have them come out for 1 or 2 hours and just walk around your home. And chances are you don't really have to purchase anything new. You can just use what you already have. And somebody like Misty can walk in and kind of get a feel for your taste and your style and what appeals to you, and work with what you already have. Do you have a number or an email where people can contact you?
Sure.
I'm old. I'm 72, and I don't know how to use them computers.
Oh, well, go get some magazines. Go to the grocery store and flip through. You might see something there.
Like there's, I'm trying to think of some of the interior decorate. There's like the magazine called Dwell. You could even look in like Southern Living, magazines like that.
I'm always looking at magazines for things.
Yeah, start you a file. If something appeals to you, just tab it or rip it out and start a little file, and then walk away from it, pick it back up, and then look at it again after a few days.
And just play with it.
You'll see maybe some good ideas that you didn't realize you already had in your house.
Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Could I make a comment?
Yes, ma'am.
I love plants, and I went to Home Depot a while back, and I bought 6 of the most beautiful big hot pots or something that are supposed to keep the air fresh in your house.
Yes, ma'am.
And they were huge. So I've repotted them, and they were too heavy then to put like on an end table or someplace like that. So I'm buying odd things to make for plant stands instead of like the regular plant stand. Like I bought an old high chair. It wasn't a real big high chair, but it was an old wooden one.
So you already, it sounds like to me you've already got a little bit of your own creativity going on.
Yeah. So, and like I put that one in the kitchen, and then I saw an old sewing machine table, for a single table. I'm going to buy it and repaint it a different color or something. For an accent to put into a corner.
Those are all great ideas. We have to take a break.
Okay.
Can I have you possibly? Can I put you on hold, and we can talk about this more?
Okay, honey.
Juanita, hold on one moment, okay?
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you for watching, and we'll be back in just a few minutes for more Real Estate Real Talk.